ஏய் ஸ்டார்ட் செய்யுங்க.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. Good afternoon. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your warm introduction. Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Bharadwaj, founder and director. Hope I'm audible, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for the information. So myself, Bharadwaj, founder and director of MVG Innovations Private Limited, Hyderabad. So today we are going to discuss about sentiment analysis using Twitter and Python. 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. So we are first going to discuss some theoretical about this particular topic, sentiment analysis, and then we will do a hands-on right from the scratch. So I have selected this rather than running the existing code. I felt that it would be great because we are dealing with the social media analytics. I thought it would be great if we can have a right from scratch, if we can code, and it would be. I think audience will love to do that. Okay, so we are proceeding in that way. But if in case time doesn't permit, finally we'll try to wrap it up at the earliest as possible, and we'll be sharing you the code and also the presentation. So not to worry, just keeping you upfront informed. Sir, hope we can start. Everyone has joined.
Yes, sir. We can
Okay.
start.
Thanks. Okay, so we are going to discuss sentiment analysis with Python. And understand the sentiment analysis, various techniques, and the real world applications. Okay, so first, what is sentiment analysis? Okay, to keep it simple, sentiment analysis is understanding the customer's opinion about a particular brand, service, or product. Okay, so why it is important? It helps in understanding the opinion of the customers, by the brands or companies who are very keen to understand what the customers are thinking about the particular brand, so that they can ensure that the marketing and also the business and sales teams can work accordingly and promote or tweak their product in such a way such that customers are happy with their product and service. Okay, so you can see customer opinions, brand perception, and also the market trends. Okay, these all can be captured with the help of or understood with the help of the sentiment analysis. So examples are social media, comments, product reviews. Okay, you can see like in Amazon, we'll be having product reviews of take any product. Okay, and social media comments, Facebook, Twitter, and many more, and customer feedback. In Google, we will be seeing reviews. Okay, or the feedback. If particularly if someone is not very interested about a service, most usually what I have seen or the projects what we have done is in the restaurant analytics and hotel analytics. When they face most of the times, either the comments will be provided either if they are completely satisfied or they are completely dissatisfied. These are the cases when they're going to leave a comment in the social media. So that two things. One is they want to make people aware, and the second thing is they want to definitely show the bad experience to the company from whom they got this experience. So there are different types of sentiment analysis. Okay, what are they? So binary sentiment analysis. So here there are only two classes, that is positive and negative. Okay, the statement or the tweet text can be of, if we derive the insight from that particular text, we will be able to classify it either as positive or negative. Such kind of sentiment analysis is called as a binary sentiment analysis. Next, we have multi-class sentiment analysis. Here, we will be having three classes again, means positive, negative, neutral. So a tweet or a comment or a review, whatever it is, from that, if we, from the scrape data, if you are trying to analyze it, we are going to end up, either it can be a positive or a neutral, or it can be a negative, okay, sentiment. Next, fine-grained sentiment analysis. Okay, this is kind of analysis where actually people will try to, or companies will try to get extreme insights from the user, okay, or the customer. You can see very positive or positive, just positive, neutral, negative, or very negative. Okay, if they're highly dissatisfied. Okay, likewise, we have aspect-based sentiment analysis. What is this? So aspect-based sentiment analysis means you can take about any particular aspect of a product or service, like say about a battery, okay, of an iPhone. If it is good, bad, okay, or worst, whatever it is. So that is about the aspect of any particular, that is particular aspect-based sentiment analysis, okay, from the entire product or service about a particular aspect, right? Next thing can be display, okay, or charging, okay, or any other things, brightness, whatever it is. So that kind of, okay, a particular topic or aspect-based thing, if companies want to understand, then they will be doing the aspect-based sentiment analysis. Next, emotion detection. Here, from social media, okay, emotion icons, we will be able to see whether they are happy. People, you know that nowadays, okay, we have all the icons, emotion, the symbols we get, whether they are happy, sad, okay, love, hate, whatever it is, that is like all the options are possible in the social media these days. Okay, from that, okay, so from that it can be understood that whether the person or a customer is happy towards a product service or not. Yeah. Advantage of sentiment analysis. Yes, it helps in the brand monitoring, okay, for continuous monitoring of the brand and who actually cares about their company and the branding. It will be definitely helpful for them, okay, and also reputation management. Because if someone is not interested, if someone leaves a negative review, irrespective of whether they really have faced that issue or not, this is just the very big problem is there are in the social media, there is high chances that there are even fake reviews, okay, because there are a lot of competition and even fake reviews are also highly possible. But again, it's being we also as a social media regular netizens of regular users of social media, it is possible that for certain things where we are not sure of whether we'd like to visit a place, a new restaurant, okay, or a hotel, or take some service, buy a product, buy a phone, okay, such in that scenario we'll end up going with the reviews, okay, Google reviews, whatever it is. Then we will see if what do you see, if in that particular point in time if there is a situation that the first top reviews, let's say that what I do is I'll check for the recent reviews whenever I would like to use some service or would like to step into some hotel. Okay, especially if I'm going to visit with the family or provide a what do you call a good dining experience for my company or my people, I'll ensure that that is not going to be a bad experience. So then what is it we are going to do? We are whatever the select restaurant we are going to choose, we are going to first go for reviews and then search for the newest reviews. Newest means the very last from the last 1 minute for a few hours, days, weeks. What are all the reviews from that, whether they are good, bad, all the negativity, and we are not be surprised that if there are the initial reviews, at least like say 30-40% of them are negative. We don't bother even if the bottom section have 5-star reviews also. We don't really bother if the recent experience is not that good. So that's why companies are very, very careful and want to ensure that they continuously track, monitor, and also it's their responsibility to revert to negative feedback also provided in the social media section and try to address the issues of the customers and in an appropriate way how to revert in such a way to them, saying apologizing if in case there is a real inconvenience provided to them. Also we have been seeing that there are negative comments or what do you call hate speeches, whatever it is. People are providing fake comments also. That also is the responsibility of the brands to ensure, because they will be having all the data, whether the person who left the review is a genuine customer, they have visited their entity organization, or is it like they're just providing a fake review. That is also one of the best way to handle the fake reviews or comments. Next, it provides insights into the customer preferences. Obviously, if there are certain things, people may say that their service is bad, they didn't provide as much expected, or the over prices, or whatever thing, if they felt that is negative, if it is mentioned in the social media, it will help not only the companies but also the other customers also to such that they won't experience such kind of a bad experience in the near future. Next, enhances the customer services and engagement. Needless to say again, the above step will help in the great customer experience. Next, supports market research and product development. Absolutely. People go with, or companies go with the beta version, and advanced versions, wherein actually these particular reviews they scrape with the help of the data analyst and data scientist teams and data science teams, and then with the help of that, they will try to improve the primary versions such that in the further versions, that particular bugs will be fixed. And automates the feedback processing at scale. Absolutely right. We can automate the feedback process such that to improve the upcoming services or products. 1 second. So challenges is in sentiment analysis. So here there are certain challenges also along with the advantage in the sentiment analysis. There at times it will be hard for the systems to understand and differentiate between the sarcasm and also the irony detection. You can see here, great, another bug in the software, right? If we take only with the word great, that will be taken as positive actually, right? But actually what is the case? Another bug in the software, right? Actually this is a negative comment, right? So at times it will be, unless and until deep learning is used and we train the model more and more, unless that it is going to be hard for the system to understand between the sarcasm, or positive and negative also, right? Contextual meaning means you can see, the bomb was, the movie was a bomb, whether it is a positive or negative, right? Now this is, unless and until the context was clearly set, so this is going to be a problem for the system to understand, right? Maybe we can understand from this, or if it is very, mixed, even we also get confused. So that's why setting up the context is very, very important in the sentiment analysis projects. Now language and slang variations. Of course, there are multiple languages, different languages and slangs. You can see this product is a fire. This kind of things, this kind of statements okay, or reviews also will be a problematic, one of the challenges in the sentiment analysis areas. Handling the negations. Okay, this you people will love to. You can see not bad. Okay, means positive. We know that, right? Not bad. We know this means it's actually positive. But you can see here not great means negative. You can see here if you go by words bad, this is negative, right? But we are saying not bad, which is positive, and also not great. If you go with only with the word great, that becomes positive. But whereas here is not great means negative. Okay, so handling negations and negative keywords also is one of the challenges in the sentiment analysis. Okay, so there are various techniques to handle such kind of scenarios. We'll see them. Okay, so understanding the unstructured data in the real world. Okay, we all know that 80% of the data, you can see enterprise data is unstructured, or it can be even 85 also. Okay, at times it can be even more than 85 also. Is a real-time unstructured data that we are having in the world today compared to the structured data. I just quickly want to show at this point in time. It's been a while. I have checked for 2025 data. If at all we get, we'll see. See, before going with the coding, understanding the concept is very important, friends. That's why I'm like trying to. 25 do we have? 25. Fine. Okay, we'll go with this for now. Right, you can see here. Okay, you can see in every, this is, okay, this is the amount of data that is being generated in every internet minute in the world. Okay, you can see here total active users on LinkedIn, right? 20.8 thousand. Okay, Google searches for every internet minute, Google searches are 6.3 million, and people shopping are 6 million. Okay, likewise, emails sent are 230 millions. Okay, the number of apps being downloaded. Okay, YouTube videos watched. See, when people watch the video, there is always the chances that, okay, they like or they dislike. Right, you can see photos shared, tweets sent. Okay, people react or active on Facebook. So what is happening with this much of, okay, people, this much of data, that is petabytes of data that is being generated in every internet minute. Okay, so there are a lot of insights also people are leaving on brands. Okay, whether they are satisfied, not satisfied, whatever it can be, even in the data that can be helpful for the political and other surveys also. Okay, so when this much of data is being generated, and it's very clear that that's why this is a point, 80% of the data that that is being generated, data being generated is unstructured in form of, okay, messages, in form of, okay, or even comments, reviews, okay, likes, dislikes, okay, and emotion icons, okay, emoticons, and all, and other kind of things you can see. Okay, so the unstructured data, what is that? Unstructured data consists of, it can be textual, it can be audio, it can be video, and it can also be images. Right, all these are unstructured data. Next, sources include social media posts, emails, or product reviews, and also customer feedback. Okay, so now that we understood that it is very important, when this much of data is unstructured, it is very important to have data analysts and data scientists, or people who can derive insights from these, okay, data, and make it structured and then work on top of it such that, okay, that's why we call data-based decision making, right? Data-based decision making. So companies will be provided insights, okay, by all the tech people, saying that these are the things which, if followed properly, okay, the brand can go in a positive, okay, the branding can be positive, and also sales, and whatever the criteria is. Okay, Need for sentiment analysis in social media. Okay, social media is primary platform for expressing opinions, as we know, right? Businesses track brand perception using sentiment analysis. Okay, so as said, there are expert teams in every company. Okay, and also that's why companies are in touch with the organizations or brands, and that is how they're actually trying to resolve the issues of the customers. Okay, political analysis, stock market predictions, and also crisis management, etc., will rely on the social sentiment trends. So that's why the trends that are in the social media will affect these other aspects also, right? So such powerful is the social media these days. Now, applications of sentiment analysis. Okay, we can see there are n number of applications with the sentiment analysis. Okay, we are discussing a few here. E-commerce. Okay, product reviews to improve the recommendations. Analyzing product reviews to improve recommendations. Healthcare, to monitor the patient feedback for the better service. Right. So healthcare is one of the important sectors. Okay, which also generate great amounts of data. Okay, and also you can see that the data also is generated in even seconds and milliseconds also. Especially the data is very, very helpful when it is going to be something severe in future if that is not taken care of. Right, that's why we have wearable devices, IoT, okay, and wearable, okay, smartwatches and a lot of things, okay, from where data is being generated with sensors and all. Okay, finance, predicting stock market trends based on the sentiment. Okay, this is possible. This is one of the applications. Politics. So this is one of the great applications for politics also. We have been seeing every now and then that in the social media that, okay, even in the US elections or India, okay, in India also from 2014 or multiple other scenarios also in different states also, there have been data scientists and expert people who can, okay, make do the political strategies we call, okay, or psephologists, who will be actually trying to understand the sentiment of the people, and from the social media and all the aspects, they will try to gather the public opinion, okay, such that they frame the policies, and also the policies or guarantees, whatever schemes will be launched upfront for the candidate before elections. All those will be designed with help of these kind of people, okay, experts. Customer service, okay, automating the complaint resolution, right, the automation of it. So even customer service also have applications of a sentiment analysis. Now, so there are different techniques in the sentiment analysis. We can follow multiple approaches. Okay, so these are few of them. Lexicon based approach. Okay, here we use the predefined word dictionaries. Okay, with predefined word dictionaries with the sentiment scores. We will be using the sentiment scores. Okay, that is one of the approach. Next we have machine learning approach. Okay, this most of us know. Okay, we'll be having that labeled data. Okay, labeled data for, let's say, Twitter or for Amazon reviews. We'll be having all the script data. Okay, actually we also thought of doing the scraping the data, social media data, okay, from Twitter tweets or some particular tweet, or even from the Amazon reviews, taking some product review, but that is going to take a lot of time. Okay, so in the interest of time, we stick to use the existing data that we had. Okay, we already had a data, labeled data, that we are taking to work on the machine learning approach, what we are doing today with the logistic regression. Okay, so we use the labeled data to train the models, and other approaches also there, like naive-Bayes, SVM, and random forest, etc. Next, like some time back we have discussed, there are at times it will be a bit hard for the system to understand, okay, like sarcasm and other kind of things. So then it will be very, very helpful if deep learning approaches will be used, okay, like neural networks will be used, then it will be more and more easy and also appropriate, okay, for deriving the sentiment analysis with the deep learning approaches. Okay, so now let's discuss the sentiment analysis workflow, the workflow of the sentiment analysis project. Okay, data collection. Okay, first thing what we require in any of the project is, okay, first understanding the problem statement. Second is a data collection. Okay, you can see gathering the text data from the sources like Twitter. Okay, if it is tweets, reviews, like say Google or Amazon, whatever, or forums, etc. So data collection is a step. Okay, next, data pre-processing. Once we have this data, collected data, we have to pre-process it. Okay, what is pre-processing? We have to clean the data. Okay, and these are certain words we will discuss in the further slides. Okay, we have to clean the data, right? Still, even after we receive the labeled data, still it has, okay, a lot of, okay, it needs to be cleansing should be done for the data. Okay, next, tokenization. What is tokenization? We will be having like this sentences, like say all these is a sentence. Okay, each word has to be made as a token. Okay, each word will be taken as a different separate token, right? Data from sources on all the important data. Okay, excluding is, these, was, such kind of things, which comes under the stop word removal. Okay, these kind of unnecessary words which doesn't derive much of the insights called as a stop words. Okay, we remove such kind of words, and then we use stemming. What is stemming? Stemming is a technique. If there are multiple words with the same meaning, okay, stemming means we are cutting it to the root word. Okay, like say eating. Okay, eat. Okay, eat. Right? Have to eat. All this comes to the, okay, one common word, root word, that is eat, EAT. Okay, now any number of words with the same meaning will be stemmed as EAT, eat, that particular stem word, okay, or root word. Next, feature extraction. Once the data pre-processing step is done, okay, we will be having the feature extraction, okay, step. That is bag of word collection, we call it. Okay, now a sentence have 20 words. Okay, there may be certain words after pre-processing. Let's say there are 10 to 12 words. Now, let's say a word, if it is multiple times repeated, hi, this is Bharadwaj, this is data science session. If I say, okay, is repeated 2 or 3 times, right? Bharadwaj 1 time. Okay, data science session one time. Now, okay, this kind of in this way we'll try to even mention that how many times the words are repeated, and we use some approach that because system doesn't understand these reviews and the textual data and all that. That's why we do vectorization. Okay, TF-IDF is nothing but a vectorizer or vectorization process where we will convert this text to, okay, numerics. Okay, that is, and then that is the, as we know, that is the only way system understands anything, right? Okay, or word embeddings. Next, model training. Once feature extraction step also is done, we use model training. We train the model, okay, like say machine learning or deep learning models, and then sentiment classification. What is sentiment classification? Predicting sentiment labels. We can like make either it as a, like when we do it, we'll be doing either as 0 or 1. Okay, 0 means like satisfied, 1 means not satisfied. Okay, likewise. Next, evaluation. We know that, like evaluation metrics will be there. Okay, in this approach we'll be using evaluation metrics like precision, recall, F1 score, okay, accuracy, etc. and all the other evaluation metrics that we use once we build the model. Okay, and the libraries that we are going to deal with sentiment analysis Python are NLTK. Okay, this is a natural language toolkit. Okay, NLP library, one of the libraries, that is NLTK, natural language toolkit. Okay, which helps in the tokenization, stemming, stop word removal, whatever we discussed some time back. Okay, one more is library is text blob. For a simple sentiment classification, text blob can be used. Okay, next we have WADR. Okay, this also comes under NLTK. Okay, and this has one application in the further slides, I believe. Yeah. Okay, it is great for the social media sentiment analysis. Scikit-learn will be used for the ML-based classification models, machine learning-based models. TensorFlow, PyTorch for the advanced, okay, like deep learning and other techniques. Now, you can see data collection for sentiment analysis. Okay, we are talking about the data collection step, which actually, we ignored for this session. Okay, data collection means all the scraping the data from social media, which require application programming interface or APIs. Okay, we go for certain page, and for that we need to have access tokens. Okay, and like say simple like login credentials, like we use for logging into any site. Here you will be having APIs and other permissions which we require, okay, for authentication to scrape that particular platforms. Okay, so Twitter, okay, accepts that. Okay, and also other Facebook keeps changing usually whenever they give permissions at times, and they remove the, okay, or withdraw the permissions of scraping the pages also. Okay, similarly like Amazon, you can do it. See, scraping product reviews from Amazon, except Flipkart, Yelp, etc. You can use a beautiful soup libraries, okay, and etc. methods. Articles and blogs for opinion mining. Opinion mining is same as a, okay, sentiment analysis. Okay, next, customer support tickets and feedback forms for business insights. Okay, so tickets raised and also feedback forms also will be helpful for understanding the business insights. From all these areas, we can collect the data. These are all the data sources. Okay, multiple data sources from where we can scrape the data. Okay, so data pre-processing. We discussed some time back about the pre-processing. What is it? Removing the special characters. Okay, symbols and special characters, whatever are there, we can remove. We shall remove the special characters in this step, and also the punctuations. Okay, tokenization, like we said, splitting the sentences into words. Okay, splitting sentences into number of words. Stop words removal, like this. Okay, filtering out the common words which doesn't yield much of the sentiment or not much information about the use case that we are dealing with. The is and these are not going to fetch us much information about our required task. So we will remove all those called as stop words. Okay, stop words. Next, stemming and lemmatization. Okay, like we said, reducing words to the base form or root form. Running. Okay, runs and all that comes to the root word, which is run. Okay, clear so far, I think. Okay, stemming and lemmatization. This is stemming, we called it. Stemming to the root word. Okay, we'll see one more approach here, that is sentiment analysis using WADR, which we discussed here itself. Which we discussed here actually. Okay, just some quick discussion. Not going to go in any of the other methods in depth. Using WADR, okay, that is Valence Aware Dictionary and Sentiment Reasoner. It is used especially or mostly for the social media purpose. Okay, optimized for the social media. And what does it do? It outputs sentiment score. Okay, because we know that any particular text gives us a positive, negative, or a neutral sentiment. Okay, but how is that we are going to gauge them? Okay, so there should be some criteria, right? So here we are going to get scores for that. Okay, you can see here. So this is a simple example of Python code. Okay, you can also try it. We'll be sharing the PPT. Okay, WADR sentiment. We'll be having this library. You can do it. First, you have to import it. Pip install WADR sentiment. Okay, and then from that you can import the sentiment intensity analyzer. From this, if you see the text is, I love this product. It's amazing. We all know that this is a positive. Okay, but positive, what is the score of it? Okay, for that we use the analyzer.polarity scores. Okay, with this you get score as this. I have taken the snippet of the output. Okay, with the print score we got negativity of this sentence is 0. The neutrality of it is 0.325. Okay, and the positivity is 0.675. You may say that it's completely positive. Yes. Okay, but high possibility that, as we said, that there are certain drawbacks of for machine learning and missions also systems to understand. That's why there are high chances that basis the training data, it's also possible that this can be categorized into neutral also. Not every time positive can be there. Okay, and what is this compound? Can anyone try? Compound is something that usually compound analysis is something that the score is, it gives a score of -1 to +1. Okay, -1 being completely negative and +1 being completely positive. Okay, highly positive. In between this compound score is 1, which gives a overall that particular sentence or corpus. For it entirely, there will be given a score that is compound. Okay, for this the score is plus 0.8516. It's not 0.85. That if it's not -1, that's why close to +1. Right. In this way, we can use WADR. Now. Okay, sentiment analysis using machine learning. Okay, you can see dataset. The steps are dataset preparation. Okay, label dataset. Like we said, Twitter sentiment dataset. Let me show you. Okay, this is a Twitter sentiment dataset. You have around 31,960 Okay, records or samples that we have or tweets that we have. Okay, and labeled data set. You can see that this is a labeled Twitter data set. Okay, or even reviews also. If we can go for the famous IMDb reviews also. Okay, to understand or classify the movies into different genres and which people like and all that kind of thing. Whether the person is going to like this particular film genre or not. Okay, and so on and so forth. So, like we said, all the data that is scraped using social media, okay, like scraping, web scraping we call, once that is done, okay, that can be stored in this kind of a CSV or Excel file, okay, which can be used for the further analysis. Feature extraction, okay, TF, IDF for word embeddings, we said vectorization, right, of the words that we have, okay, converting into numerics, that is feature extraction. Training the model with the one of the approaches or models, logistic regression, naive Bayes or SVM, and then predict the sentiment. Okay, given a particular tweet or any phrase, something, whether it is a positive or negative. Okay, this is the final step, predicting a sentiment. Next, for deep learning also, okay, there are multiple approaches you can see. Okay, word to vector, GLOW, transformer models also, or BERT, BERT we call it, will be used for the sentiment analysis. Okay, LSTM based sentiment analysis models are one of the examples of it. You can see advantage of it we discussed some time back. Okay, ML models may have certain drawbacks. Okay, that's so for further and deep understanding, okay, advanced analytics or deep learning will be used to understand the complex patterns, okay, that are hidden inside the data, right? And evaluating the sentiment analysis models. Okay, accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score. Okay, these are all the evaluation metrics of the models. Confusion matrix used for error analysis, and AUC, ROC curve or ROC area under curve used for model performance determination. Okay, couple of last slides to close the theory part. Ethical considerations in sentiment analysis. Okay, bias in training data. So can lead to inaccurate classifications. If at all there is a bias in the training data, okay, we said that it can lead to inaccurate classification, or wrongly classifying can be possible if there is a huge bias in the data. Privacy concerns, okay, because we have to also be aware that, okay, we should be careful with scraping the personal data, means which requires consent. That's why when we are trying to do Twitter API and all that also, that requires authentication. Why? Because any kind of data, even social media, which has likes, information, okay, or which actually requires a login for us to see the data, is called as a privacy data, right, which needs some consent. That's why we will be using all that data with API tokens and all that, okay, or authentication simply. Privacy concerns. So we have to be aware that of the privacy concerns, and also different social media platforms, okay, and also different the rules, the terms and conditions, all other aspects which they provide or which they don't provide, which they don't allow us. We have to be careful while doing it, okay, being in data persons. Misinformation risk. You can see AI can misinterpret sarcasm or fake news, like we discussed earlier. Okay, there is a high possibility that it can lead to misinformation for us if it didn't interpret correctly. Okay, future trends in sentiment analysis. Okay, multilingual sentiment analysis using AI models. Multilingual language sentiment analysis also can be possible in the future. Real-time sentiment analysis for financial markets. Okay, real-time analysis can be done. Integration with the AI chatbots. This is one of the best use cases. If it gets integrated with AI chatbots, sentiment analysis, if it is done, okay, more and more better customer service and okay, to the point, accurate, okay, results, okay, or instant service also can be possible with if integrated with AI bots. Okay, sentiment analysis in metaverse and AR VR platforms. Okay, this is also one of the future trends in the AR VR category. Okay, so summary, what we have done till now is we explored the sentiment analysis and its different types of sentiment analysis, applications and techniques of it, and also the Python implementation. That's in very short. We are going to discuss on the hands-on coding exercise and the real-world implementation. Okay. Hope we have half an hour more time. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. Just okay, give me just 1 minute, friends, or 1 or 2 minutes. We'll just continue in 2 minutes for the next half an hour. Okay, yeah. Okay, we are restarting our session or hands-on session. Okay, this code also will be shared with you once we are done with the hands-on part. Okay, need not worry. So first, as said, we have to first know about the data set. Okay, this is a data set information for you. We are going to use Spider for this purpose of sentiment analysis of Twitter data. Okay, the objective of this task is to detect the hate speech in the tweets. Okay, in this tweets, all the tweets that we have 30,000 change. Okay, our objective is to detect the hate speech in the tweets. Okay, this is a bit of sensitive topic, but yes, that's what actually the real world data is like. Okay, we'll be working at times with the sensitive data, right? Should be very careful with while dealing with such kind of the data. For the sake of simplicity, we say a tweet contains hate speech if it has a racist or sexist sentiment associated with it. Okay, it is a hate speech, we say then. Okay, so the task is to classify a racist or sexist tweet from the other different tweets. Okay, formally, given a training sample of tweets and labels, where label 1 denotes the tweet is racist. Okay, and label 0 denotes the tweet is a not racist. Okay, your objective or our objective is to predict the labels on the test data set. Okay, for training the models, we provided a labeled data set of 31,962 tweets. Okay, for training purpose, we provided a labeled data set like we discussed. The labeled data set, we have it with 31,962 tweets. The data set is provided in the form of a CSV file with each line storing a tweet ID, its label, and the tweet. Okay, tweet ID, yes, the tweet ID and its label, either labeled as 0 or 1. Okay, and then the tweet, actual tweet of it. Right, so we are going to work on the sentiment analysis now. Okay, let's start. Our first step is we have to import the modules. Okay, I'm just yes, you understood. What is that? Our first step, import modules. Right, we have to import modules. Let's import the module. Import Okay, pandas are speedy. If you already have installed, that should be fine. If not, you have to install them. Import numpy as np. Okay, numpy library also, and then matplotlib, matplot library lib dot python plot, which we called as a pyplot as plt. Okay. Next, we also will be using the Seaborn library. Seaborn as SNS. SNS. Okay. Next, we'll be also using the regular expressions. That's why we use RE. Okay, why regular expressions? RE will be useful for finding patterns in the string. Find patterns and replacing and all the purpose we'll be using regular expressions. Okay, we'll be using the string also. Strings, because each, okay, we'll be doing analysis in terms of strings of the words as a strings. Okay, NLTK library, natural language toolkit. Okay, next, import warnings. Right, warnings we have to import, and then from that warnings dot filter warnings, ignore. Okay, we are just upfront mentioning that if there are any warnings, okay, it has to be ignored. Okay. Okay, now that you can see that without any error. Okay, hope everyone is familiar with or okay with the Python Spider we are doing for it. Okay, it's good to have knowledge of multiple platforms. Else the data set after shared you can write with other platforms where you're comfortable with. Next, our next task is to load the data set. Okay, loading the data set. Right. So we first imported libraries. Okay. After that, what is that we are supposed to do? We are supposed to load the data set. What is that you do? You use data frame equal to pd dot read CSV, read underscore CSV. You know this. I'll go to the file location, Twitter sentiment. Okay. Right. Hope it is loaded without any issues. Right. Okay. So we have the data set we loaded, and we know that loading the data set, we use pandas, okay, to read it as a data frame. Now this is a data frame. Okay, now let's understand. Okay, these are all the total we have 31,962 rows, okay, and 3 columns, like I said, ID, label, and tweet. Okay, now let's understand top 5 rows. df.head of. Right, this will give us I'm sorry if in case you're not able to see this clearly. For now, we can ignore the plotting part. I'll just increase its size for your comfort. Okay, yeah. So our first 5 tweets in the data set. Okay, you can see here. Okay, user father. I mean, this one, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are taking the head of that will give the first 5 records of the data frame. Next, we want to know the data type information. How you do that? You use def dot info. Okay, use the def dot info of, which gives you, we know that, okay, this is a pandas core data frame. And here you can see that the columns that we have are ID, label, tweet. Okay, no null characters are there. Okay, and there are two types of integer classes, ID and label, these are integers. And tweet is obviously it is object, text. Okay, the memory used for it. Okay, and the different data types that we have. Right, now, okay, we shall be doing the pre-processing, okay? Right. So far, we have loaded the data set. Okay, and then we just have try to understand the basic information of the data set or data frame. Okay, now our next steps is we have to do the pre-processing. For it, we will be doing remove patterns in the input text. Okay, so first we are trying to remove the patterns in the input text. For that, we are going to define a function that is remove underscore pattern of input underscore text. Okay, and pattern. Then we are going to use R equal to, we said regular expression, right? We use that regular expression RA dot find all. Okay, regular expression is one of the Python important topics, okay, which will be helpful for dealing with the strings. Okay, for finding, replacing, and doing all that, regular expressions will be helpful. Find all, you can see pattern, string is our input underscore txt. Okay, next we use for word n r. Okay, and now what we want to do is input underscore txt re dot, okay, sub, and then word is substitute. What is that we want? Okay, use word replace with they're just replacing with it, that is empty string. Okay, and then input underscore txt. Okay, and then return input text, so on so far. Okay, now we'll see what is the df dot head of. After that, before proceeding further, we'll see df dot head of. Okay, now what is that we want to remove? You can see that we have @user for all the tweets that we have. Okay, @user, @user. We want to remove them first. Okay, remove the Twitter handles. Okay, we just return the logic above, and now we want to remove the Twitter handles. That is @user. Right? How is that we do? We will be taking the data frame. What is our data frame? df. df. Sorry, kindly ignore. Kindly bear with my laptop. There are a lot of symbol issues in this. It's an imported one. I am okay. Always face this. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. df. And what we are doing is clean underscore tweet. What is that? We are creating a new column. Okay, we are creating a new column, and then we use np dot vectorize. Okay, np dot vectorize. Yes, we have np dot vectorize. And then what is that we are doing? Remove the pattern. Which pattern we want to remove? So what we are simply trying is we are trying to create a new column that is a clean tweet. Okay, we have here tweet is what we have, right? Label. Okay, I'm sorry, ID. This is zeros ones. Label is this 0 and 1. Okay, classifying either 0 or 1. And then tweet is the tweet that we have. For that, we are using clean tweet is the new column where actually we are trying to get only. I mean, after removing this, whatever we want, we are trying to give it in the clean tweet. Now, what is that we want to remove from this? From this df, and then the tweet. Okay, comma, and then at the rate. Okay, what is that we want to remove? At the rate. All that starts with W. Okay, at the rate means we are saying that the strings we are asking to whichever the from the tweets wherever there is at the rate and followed by a word, we are asking to replace them. Okay, as simple as that. We are just asking to replace with them. We'll run it, and then now we will see df.head if it's working. Okay, you can see here at the rate user. Okay, these were gone. Here we have double, those are also gone. Okay, we have just removed the Twitter handles. Right, next. So this is all the pre-processing, friends, what we are doing now. Okay, just few more. Okay, yeah. Next, I'll try to improve the pace. Next one is remove the special characters. We have discussed in the theory part that we have to do a lot of these kind of initial steps. Okay, now we are done with the removing the Twitter handles. We have to remove the special characters. Remove special characters. This will help you, writing in this way will help you to understand what is that we are doing and what is our objective for that particular section. Okay, and punctuations. This is what we want to remove. Now, what is that we have to do? df. I'm sorry. Okay, so here use df. Okay, df, and then clean underscore tweet. Okay, equal to. Yes, what is that we are supposed to do now? df data frame, and then clean underscore tweet. For that, what is it we are applying? Dot string str dot replace, and replace with replace with r, and then open the brackets. What all we want to use it for? A to Z. I'm sorry, one more symbol also isn't working here. Hash. Okay. And then comma. Yes, comma. In the newer versions, you have to give something called as a regex equal to true. You can ignore that, but this has become a mandate in the newer versions. Okay, so what we'll do? Okay, we'll see what happened now. Df dot head of oh sorry, that's what there is a symbol that was missing here. Kindly give me 1 minute, friends. Or I will just okay, I'm just commenting it for now. Okay, here you will be having one upward symbol. Okay, I mean like less than or greater than the symbol you will be having for the top. Okay, that you have to apply. Sorry, as I said that there is some issue at my lab keyboard. This one before after, I mean you have a here, right? A before that you have to use that cap symbol. Okay, which I was not able to get here. That's why I'm just ignoring that part. Okay, and we'll proceed for the other part. What is it? We have to remove the short words. Remove short words. What are the short words? Okay, means we are trying to remove words like is, and okay, and etc. All the words we are trying to remove here. Okay, that is df clean underscore tweet. Okay, equal to df and then clean underscore tweet dot apply. Okay, what is that we are doing? We are using applying the lambda function here. We are applying the lambda function x such that dot, and we are joining it with okay, and then w for w in x dot split. Okay, it's dot split of if when is the what is the condition? We are assuming that if length of the word is greater than 3. Okay, then df dot okay, so here it gone something wrong. Okay, but apart from that, okay, what have we done here? We are removing the short words. Okay, where actually there are like 1 or 2 alphabets and all these are there. I'm rerunning it. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, here you can see here. Okay, when father dysfunctional, okay, selfish, drags, whatever it is, all the keywords that you have greater than or equal to 3. You got only them. Okay, we have removed the short words, is, an, a, etc. kind of things, remaining the short words. Next, we want to make it individual words. Individual words consideration as tokens. Right, how is it we do? Again, tokenized underscore tweet equal to df, and then we use clean underscore tweet dot apply. We are applying again lambda function x such that x dot split okay. Once this is done, you'll get to know what we are doing. Tokenized tweets underscore tweet dot head off. Okay, yeah, what we are doing, individual words, we are considering each of them as a token. Right, now let's see the tokenized. This is a okay new identifier we have named as tokenized tweet. Right, you can see here. Please try to concentrate here. When father dysfunctional, whatever the first tweet is, okay, you have this. Okay, after that, what we have done, we have made each of them word as a token. We said tokenization is nothing but in a sentence or a review comment, whatever is there, from that we have to first make them into tokens. A word has to be breakdown, a sentence to be breakdown into individual words, that is tokens. This we have done. You can see when father dysfunctional, okay, thanks. In each of these things we have tokens now, okay, as individual tokens. Next step is we have to stem the words. Okay, stemming the words. Stem the words. For that, I'll try to quick it. We already are learning late. NLTK dot stem. Okay. Porter. Import. Porter. Stemmer. And then we use it. Stemmer equal to is Porter stemmer of. Okay, stemmer equal to, and then line lambda sentence that stemmer dot stem of, you're using for words, right? Word for word in sentence, as simple as it. Okay, stemming for what we are writing is very simple. We are stemming the words in the sentences. Okay, as simple as it. Tokenized tweet dot head off. Because it is 30,000 data, friends. Okay, 30,000 records, tweets. It will take some time. Okay, at times of processing. Yeah, so you can see here, compare, please compare these two things, this versus this. If you want, I'll try to further increase it. Okay, yeah, you can see now, compare both these outputs, 22 and 23. Okay, when father dysfunctional, you can see this got stemmed as a dysfunct. Okay, root word, right? Same, selfish. Okay, this is fine. Drags, drag. Okay, and what else? Cause taken into CAUS. Okay, what else? I'm finding society. Okay, society. Right, and likewise motivation, got it into motive. Okay, this is called as a stemming. Okay, breaking it into the root words. Okay, now what is that we are supposed to do? Okay, we want to combine everything into a single sentence. Right, for that also we have to write one more function. Okay, combine words into single sentence. Why? We have words as a different individual words we have. We want to make it into a single sentence. Okay, because we want to run a word cloud. Okay, you'll see that it is word cloud. If you are done, I'll share the date. You can try with the code, but this is some time taking project, friends. Okay, but will be very interesting if you try it from your hands on. Tokenized tweet. Okay, tokenized tweet of I for iterations. Okay, equal to, then we want to use it dot join tokenized tweet with I df clean underscore tweet equal to tokenized tweet df dot head of. Okay, so far we have seen that. Okay, we have done stemming, we have done the pre-processing, we have removed the one step we missed here. Okay, that is special characters, punctuations. Except that we have done the major things, removed the short words which like is, an, a, etc., which doesn't yield much information. Then we made a sentence into a tokens. We have done here individual words. After that we did stemming, okay, from to the root word. Okay, and then after that, okay, after making it to the tokenization, we are trying to combine everything into a single sentence for running the word cloud part. Okay, now we'll see what is that we got. Right, earlier you can see when, comma, father, comma, dysfunct. Okay, different words. Okay, now we are making it again into a, okay, because what we have done in this meanwhile, again it was same, you can say, but we have done the pre-processing, okay, and made it into a proper, okay, clean tweets. Right, next we'll be doing the EDA, exploratory data analysis. Okay, for this you have to use, if you don't have the word cloud, you are supposed to use pip install, and then you're supposed to do word cloud. If in case you don't have it, you are supposed to do it.